On a lot of the bars, especially the airbrush ones, which we use mostly in the school, you can adjust the length of the front lines really easily. So down at the bar, this is actually a north bar, so it's a little bit different. The airbrush bar has a neoprene sleeve. You can pull it back and we can make the front lines shorter or longer. Now usually the front lines are always going to stretch quicker than the steering lines, the back lines, because they're taking all the power. So when a bar's new, the front lines are going to stretch usually quite rapidly. So within a few weeks, the kite's going to start getting oversheeted because your front lines are longer but your back lines are effectively shorter, so they're going to be tighter. So if you're finding that you're having to trim this bar in a lot to get the kite to fly properly and not oversheet, then it's worth just undoing that pigtail down here and maybe moving it down a knot or possibly even 2 knots so that the front and back lines are at equal length again. And you can even show the students how to do that and pull the lines out, pull the bar all the way in, trim it out and just check that they are a similar sort of length. We're going to go over to the kite now and just look at the different trimming options on the kite. We see quite regularly is that students, people hiring, even instructors, attach the back lines on the tightest knot. So what I mean by, we've got our different attachment options here, and actually on a lot of the kites it says standard setting, light wind setting, all these different options. But in reality, the kites almost always fly best on this knot furthest from the kite. So the kite's almost undersheeted and certainly not oversheeted. As soon as you start putting on this tighter knot, as you pull the bar in, it's oversheeting the kite. Similar to how most people have their kite set up, so it's actually incorrect. Especially in light wind, or when we're teaching when it's underpowered. And there's not a lot of power in the kite. You pull the bar in, if it's on this tighter knot, it's just going to fold in the wingtips and it's going to stall it and fly it backwards, and even more so in light winds. So always best to put it on that end knot.